Hello everybody, welcome to Blazing Trails. I'm No02, the No Hope solo run. The description for in the description of this video, the deck will be, yes. We managed to complete the secondary objective in the previous mission, which was unbelievable. We barely pulled it off with a quick grenade hit. There's some birds that I accidentally startled. We pulled it off, and we get rewarded. Excuse me, and we get rewarded for it by being able to get our first upgrade. So good, so good. Almost out of water. Excuse me, how embarrassing. Excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, welcome. Hello, hi, welcome. No burn cards, and I will not be taking the hive entrance on this mission if it results in me skipping the swimming pool area, because I want to demonstrate how you can do it. Easy peasy. Support bag. We are not going to take the pills. I guess we could take the pills at this point. We're feeling good on money. Oh, no, we're not going to risk it because we want to, if we do end up getting another grenade upgrade opportunity, next mission we want to be able to purchase it and not be sad that we purchased whatever, 450 copper worth of pills. We have the shoulder bag specifically for T5. We'll play this out normally, right? We want to keep the bots as healthy as possible for as long as possible.
Nothing in the dark that isn't there in the light. Ridden don't discriminate.
It's for as long. Oh, good dodge, team. Good dodge. Good dodges all around. I appreciate it, bots. And we still want to, you know, loot a little bit here. Each pile of... We have the same exact secondary objective. Most likely will not happen again, I would say. It's because typically the swimming pool is alarmed. Let's see if we can do it. So we always reserve the right to speedrun if things begin to fall apart. We pretty much never want to sacrifice our health for anything. Sounds like the ogre is spawning, but I think that's not the case. We can walk around this snitch, no problem. But we're just checking for little bits of loot here. Cop car in there. Something to keep in mind if we do end up triggering an alarm. And we'll just keep moving here. That's a little bit of a cluster there. We'll just keep moving. Sort of just the bots will, for the most part, the bots figure that stuff out. What we got here, ammo pouch is kind of interesting. We wouldn't mind the extra ammo. It would add a little bit of consistency to T5, depending on how the bots live or die. That sort of RNG. But we just can't really afford it this early on, and the bullet damage just isn't enough to make a big enough of a difference for what we're trying to do here. Seems to be a mysterious horde of zombies has spawned. Now the important thing about Blazing Trails that we're going to encounter here is that once we enter the fire area, a horde event, a timed horde event will begin that will spawn fire zombies. Ideally, we would like to sort of speedy zoom that part. It's a relatively open area. As far as speedrunning goes, this map and further afield, they're pretty much free maps. Pretty much free as far as speedrunning goes. Oh no! Oh no! Why was he running after me? Wasn't he already charging? I thought he was already charging. Do we burn a grenade to save Walker here? Don't think so. I think we let him down because we want the healing. Keep in mind the bots have lots of health to give us over time. Each bot going down is 60 HP, so...
Walker, here.
Thanks, man.
We always want to take advantage of that. We can shoot that guy from afar and pull him over. The best holdout spots are the bathrooms. if we do end up getting sort of stuck here, but for the most part, we're going to try and speedy zoom all the way to the end here just to get rid of the horde timer as quickly as possible. We'll get 0 hordes as a result of it. You can climb on top of this rock, it's a little bit easier. Sometimes these fire sticks, they seem to be on timers as soon as you enter the area that begins that horde event. The tree branches begin to burn down. If you go fast enough, you can actually get ahead of them, but if you don't, oh, breaker. The question is, where do we want to fight the breaker? Probably not here. Probably more out here. Okay, that tree branch is unfortunate. So we're going to ignore the breaker for pretty much as long as we can here. We're going to run in circles and blow up cars and try to blow up the horde. Okay, we keep the bots alive for a little bit here. 2 grenades burned here, not ideal, but Pinata popping off with some stuff. The thing to always keep in mind here is that the tank is the breaker is literally a tank, right? He has lots of health. He spawns a horde, mutations show up. If we spend all of our time trying to just kill the breaker, the horde of zombies is like the DPS, and they're going to do a bunch of damage to us. I think we're good here. So damage boost. Holly standing in the storm. Pinata coming in big there.
Get off. Thanks.
I got it.
Heal people now? That's quite nice.
Thanks, man.
Doesn't really matter who we heal. Who cares? As long as we get the value out of all the healing. Oh, my child seems to have woken up.
Sleeper!
Don't think I'm going to make the horde event here, so we're just going to hunker down. Hope for the best. We cannot use our last 2 grenades here. We need to save these 2 grenades for the swimming pool area, which is a little unfortunate, but just the way it goes. So we'll need the bots to basically tank a lot of damage here if a tall boy shows up. It looks like that tall boy may have despawned, though. Get as many weak shots as we can. Keep in mind that the bots have cards that increase their damage resistance. They have a lot of health. So the bots are actually rather tanky for basically being our meat shields. Ooh, that's so good. We literally don't care what attachments are on it. Just the quick boost in DPS here. So good. This is why we're taking our time to loot just a little bit. A8, we're taking it. Beautiful, unbelievable. AA-12, top tier, best gun in the game. We didn't even check this for loot. Copper can spawn on top of this. Top of this playground. We'll leave the boss to deal with that.
Watch my back.
that, but... Oh, it kind of worked out. Mutations. You can see now we're lingering a little bit longer here. Wait for some... Whoa, hello. The bots are on fire right now. The bots are crushing it. Believe in the bots a little bit.
Doc.
Stalker's close by.
No, we can just go.
Through here. Look out. That's enough.
Kill the stalker now, I guess.
Gotta reload.
Good throw, Angelo. Good throw.
You okay?
Good throw. This is typically where you can get I'm feeling that compensator a little bit. Where you can get a hive entrance. This is typically where we would skip it because it makes this mission particularly easy. Yeah, we have to get past the bridge. The timer to end, or the trigger to end the infinite horde events here, that the fire trail starts, is this bridge, getting just on the other side of this bridge here. So here we might just force our way in, just to save some time. Get ourselves into the corner. So this might be an issue. As far as us getting our secondary objective. It's just the nature of it all. Check the cars here.
Well, lucky me.
Check the cars.
Checking for supplies.
Just literally because we're still desperate for money. We got really fortunate, really, that we got the first objective, the first secondary objective. We'll just try and keep it rolling.
Don't rightly mind if I do.
Of course, we don't mind a little fire. And now we just gotta pop this open. If we're gonna pop this open, right, if you're gonna pop this open, be sure to pop the other door open as well. That door right there is typically also alarmed. Okay, we need to not be afraid. And just not use our grenades here. Hoping for the bots to drop me some ammo. Oh yeah. Bots are pretty good about dropping the ammo. And at this point now, if you can get to this point with how healthy our bots are, and you still have a couple of grenades left, right? We got 3 grenades. We're pretty much set. This mission becomes free. Don't forget about that sleeper guy. We always want to stack horde events together, just to reduce the number of issues. Oh, get it, Evangelo, get it.
Need that.
I gotta pull my mouse down so much to full auto this gun. So now we need to stack. This is critical to making this part as easy as possible. Let's pull that guy over, pop that. Let's pull all those zombies over. Want a nice clean swimming pool. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say stack, we're going to be stacking these nodes together to ensure that we double down on horde events, because if you have 2 horde events triggered at the same time, it doesn't spawn more zombies. The map can only support so many zombies at a time, so if we have 2 horde events triggered at the same time, basically one of those hordes is eaten up. Oh god. Oh god, this is the worst part of the pool. It is so hard to, to shoot this stupid gun. Okay, so how we stack a node, I have many videos talking about it, but a timer has begun. A timer has begun. Where all these other nodes, all these orange nodes, they have disappeared. That timer is about 15, 16-ish seconds, right? And after that timer ends, these nodes will reappear. Well, that timer begins regardless of us destroying this node. So we're going to begin this timer and wait about 15-ish seconds here. Then we'll pop it. And at the end of that timer, as we pop it, the next chain of nodes should be respawning. So in a couple seconds here, he should respawn. We've stacked 2 horde events together. Can we just get in our bathroom? What is this guy doing here? This is a bug, I think. This is a glitch I think the game doesn't like. Doesn't like what we did here, because I'm pretty sure these other 2 orbs are going to respawn here in a couple of seconds. Yeah, there they go. It's a bug.
No point waiting any longer.
Now we just hold out, and we just hope that we don't need to use our grenades. This is also really important too, because if you do these horde events one at a time, there's a chance that there's mutations that spawn in each of those horde events. So we can effectively turn what would be, right, 4 horde events into 2 horde events.
Lights on.
Start our timer. We're just counting in my head a little bit here. Going on over. We did it correctly. These should respawn in a couple of seconds. And the closer you get those nodes popped together, the more they're stacked. If you just imagine like a horde event lasting 20 seconds, and then we pop the other horde event 1 second later, there's only a 1 second difference between those 2 horde events. A crusher's not that big of a deal. I think we can just let the bots eat it. Yeah, look at that. AA-12 has the highest DPS in the whole game. It has so much DPS that it can stumble things even though it sucks at stumbling. AA-12 is... We're always looking for AA-12. In this particular build, though, with the speedy zoom, here we are actually... I didn't really talk about this at all. We actually need a shotgun. I highly recommend you run a shotgun with this build, and only a shotgun. We're going to take this hive. Hardest part of the mission's over. But hive means extra opportunity for copper in between missions, extra opportunity for guns, and etc. Maybe a little bit of extra danger as well, but I mean, we'll take that risk, and we'll keep the video going in between here. But that's Blazing Trails. Further afield in Blazing Trails are funny in that if you linger too much out in the open and take too long, the bots just slowly bleed out. Like, they just slowly take too much damage and get hecked up. Speedrunning those missions, it's free. Literally free. So sometimes just forcing your way through with our movement cards is just... It ends up being, like, safer for the bots because you get them to the locations where you can then begin to hold out against the horde and mutations comfortably and things like that. Whoa. Nice, 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 nice. Also, we got the cut here, which is super easy. So we get a quick opportunity for some loot, and then we can get right out. As well as, I think, an opportunity for some cards. So this is perfect. Like, this is, like, the ideal hive to get. This is really good RNG so far. Really good RNG. And keep in mind, too, if we had, like, fresh bandage, we would be full health. Pretty much, right? I just, like, have come to love fresh bandage. It's just, like, if you don't have a reliable support on your team, just, like, fresh bandage is, like, one card that can just fix pretty much all your problems for the most part. Face Your Fears, ironically, could be good for T5 as we're sort of bulldozing our way through hallways and stuff. We might get some value out of it. I think we just won't worry about it. So, there's only one node here for us to pop to do our event. We leave this orb right here specifically untouched. Leave it unspoiled.
Gotta remember this when I need you.
We'll pop those two. Because there's really only one solid place to hold out. Well, the safe room is a solid place to hold out, but it's a long run back. So we just jump over here. Pop it, and we go to our little cave here. And again, this sort of becomes free now, right? Once you get yourself in a corner, dealing with the horde is not an issue. And if you have grenades, dealing with mutations is not an issue. I will say recommending that for this particular cave, because of wretches and stuff like that, you do want to maybe stand at the lip, at the entrance of the cave. But if a wretch does show up, he starts vomiting at you here, and you have the entire cave to back up and sort of not get spewed on. Because if a wretch shows up when you're deep inside the cave and you can't stumble it or kill it fast enough, you're gonna be in a world of puke.
Stuffing nightmares is what this is.
Look at that, nice chunk of loot.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, there you go. 200 copper times 4. Oh my goodness.
Need that.
Oh, this just doesn't do anything.
Tape won't fix.
Another day in paradise.
There we go. We got our pills all of a sudden. An opportunity for guns. We are quite happy with our AA-12. We wouldn't mind getting this magazine off of it. Potentially. Actually, I don't really care. That magazine is not ideally what we're looking for. We're looking for damage and magazine size. But there you go. That's Blazing Trails and a little hive action for you. Any questions, any comments, going too fast, not talking enough, let me know, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the future.